Mike's Daily Podcast.
Episode 1000 something. And here's the song. It's called
Mike's Daily Podcast.
Yes, I have lost track what number this is. I should know this stuff better. You know that there's a thing, it's called a letter, and it's what you use in words. This is a very informative show. I think I have some important things to say, though. And that is, it's episode 1822.
Mike's Daily Podcast
1822. I forgot to put my hat on that I need on this show, because it's
Mike's
that's the name of it.
Daily
Yes.
Podcast.
Oh, and Basil might say something.
Yeah!
He's right here. In fact, that might be the podcast picture today. We'll see how it goes. But yes, people I have found are not even driving anymore. Forget about self-driving cars. Forget about the world of the future where we're just going to have cars driven by AI. The safest means of travel possible, because we already have the safest means of travel possible, and that is people in traffic don't even look they're not even driving. They're just looking at their smartphones the whole time. I know this because we might either do the picture of Basil looking at the microphone right now, dumbfounded, or the picture of Basil looking at a glowing reddish orange orb on his bed. That might be interesting too. Or maybe we'll just do both over the next 2 days. We'll see. But you'll be able to see that at MikesDailyPodcast.com. Yeah, so they just don't, they're not even driving. Exactly. Oh, hey, MikesDailyPodcast.com now is a secure website. Yes, it's an HTTPS. You're welcome.
And here's today's podcast picture.
You would not believe what I had to go through to make that happen, my friend. So show a little appreciation if you don't mind. Thank you. Yes, the last podcast picture, Bison Bentley and I were discussing how we were going to start a band called the Distracted Didactic Dimwits. Distracted Didactic Dimwits. Distracted Didactic Dimwits. If I had practiced that 8,000 more times, it would have been actually kind of funny, but Distracted Didactic Basil, and he's going to be part of the band too, with Bison Bentley and I. Not Basil Bentley, but Bison. Yes, this show is important. Yes, this show is rambling, but it makes statements like people are already driving. I saw this as I'm driving in the bus. I'm in the bus. By the way, my bus driver was very, let's just say, green. A little bit on the not paying attention side. There was somebody waiting at a bus stop, and she basically saw them at the last second and did this massive swerve across 2 lanes to get to the person. That was interesting. Other than that, she got me home safe, so why am I complaining? Hey, things that I'm getting a little bit annoyed with is okay, so I don't like it when religious people that are all about God and they hate science and they hate, they don't believe in the climate change and they dispute everything scientists say. They think scientists are the devil. If they were back in the Inquisition days, they would have burned all the scientists at the stakes. A steak sounds good right now. But my point is that, yeah, those type of people, I don't like that. I don't like it when you go anti-intellectual on me. Because I think religion and science can go hand in hand. Now, some of you might go, you're nuts, you're crazy, you're a wing nut. You might be distracted, didactic, and a dimwit. But then, check this out. What I don't also like It's okay. Here, this is where I was going with that. Was if you are uber religious and dispute science, yet you walk around with a smartphone, yet you're playing games on your smartphone, yet you come home to your glorious technology-filled house. You're in a technology-filled car. Maybe you're driving even a Tesla or whatever. I find that very hypocritical. I don't like that. On the same token, I don't like people that hate America, that act all like, America's messed up. Look at all the things wrong with America. And yeah, if you don't like it, you can leave. That kind of thing. I know, that's very Republican of me. But it's true. That annoys me just as much because you're taking advantage of this country. You love it. You take it for granted. And yet you don't appreciate what it took to get here. I admit I was one of those people. And along the way, one day, someone who sounded a little bit like the Disgruntled Fiddle Player, who might be the very person I based the didactic Disgruntled Fiddle Player on, said to me, Mike, you wouldn't be here if it wasn't for people like me that fought hard for your freedom. And I said, you're right, by gosh. Hey, there was a bunch of water in my basement yesterday. And that is why I appreciate the inventor of the wet vac. Is it the wet vac? That doesn't sound right. It's the hydrovac. It's the all-purpose dry vac. The thing that gets all the water, that sucks all the water up. I love that so. Thank you, whoever invented that. That really saved my butt. Because, well, let's just say my lovely lady friend tried to wash a towel in the dishwasher, in the clothes washer in the basement. And check this out. The towel all but disintegrated. A big chunk of it just disappeared in the wash and then clogged up the filter lint catcher thing. And then the water backed up and went all over the basement. So, thank you, person who invented that. I know it's not Dyson. Don't throw that British guy at me, that really, really white British guy at my face saying, he invented the dry, all-purpose vac, the name of which escapes me at the moment. As we're outside a Cafe Anyway right now, at Mike's Daily Podcast land. Cafe Anyway. I see flat screens now on the side of the road. I find it fascinating that I have lived long enough that I see the once amazing flat screen that we were in such awe of. Yes, I said R, not ah, but R. Awe of back in the day. Now, people just chuck those onto the side of the road, which in some ways, I'm glad they invented the flat screen because the big old box tube that we used to see all over the place up until as recently as 5 years ago. Now, those things just were major hazards. Although kind of fun to smash. Kind of nice to kick in once in a while. Not that I ever did it. But, the flat screens now, they're a lot flatter. I think they're easier to clean up. I might be wrong. Speaking of which, look who just broke a flat screen outside here at Cafe Anyway. Outside of Cafe Anyway.
Hello, my Matthews. It's Chely Shoehart, the gift shop supervisor, and we sell quite a variety of flat screens in the Cafe Anyway gift shop.
That's a great... Thank you for plugging that on the show.
You're welcome.
Oh, hey, by the way, MikesDailyPodcast.com, you can buy stuff through the Amazon link, and that helps out the show. Thank you ahead of time to you. But yeah, no, we don't sell those on the cafe on the MikesDailyPodcast.com website. But you could possibly buy one through the Amazon link, is what I'm saying. Did you know Sausalito once had a madam as a mayor? 1976, the mayor of Sausalito was elected, and she used to run a brothel. Remember Heidi Fleiss? It wasn't her. My health plan today. Yes, ridiculous random thoughts today.
Ridiculous random posts.
or ridiculous random posts. I went to reach into my pocket to grab a Kleenex to wipe my nose, and instead I have this plastic bag from Costco for no apparent reason. So I'm going to wipe my nose with that, and that was useless. Okay, yes, my health plan that I have through my work told me today that I am 57 years old. What the hell is that all about? Basil? Oh, Basil was going to chime in. What were we going to say, Basil? Oh, he's going back to sleep. Yeah, that's all messed up. And it based that on my fats, on my HDLs and LDCs or HD, yes, my hydroglyceride things, my hydro vacuum glycerides and my low lidal disagreement cholesterol. So my cholesterol's high. I attribute that to my Russian heritage. No, wait, I don't have any Russian heritage. I have German heritage. A lot of that and a lot of Irish stuff going on. So yeah, okay, maybe that happened. That's why I got the... Because I walk at least 3 miles a day. And although I don't walk the wonderful Basil the Boxer anymore, actually I take that back. I kind of walked him today. Because now I got this harness for his back legs. And it lifts him up. And we actually could walk a little bit. I still have to put these little shoes on his back feet, though, because he'll drag them. And I made the mistake of not doing that the other day, and he dragged them and kind of got them a little bit messed up. So, on with the little booties. So, you know what? My point is, whatever life throws in your face, okay, so one of the questions the stupid health plan asked me on the website, the health website, that told me I was 57. One of the things it said to moi, was that it asked me, is everything you do in life an effort? It's like it takes an effort to do it. It takes work to do it. Every little thing. Do you feel that way? And I go, yeah, sometimes I do feel that way. Yesterday, for example. Because Basil the Boxer, okay, the aforementioned harness kind of messes with his mind a little bit. And he can't quite, he doesn't do his thing the way he used to. When he doesn't do his business the way he used to. Like when before I put the harness on him, he was fine. But then after the harness, it's kind of... I guess it's, it's already, the vet told me it has to do with the vertebrae. After a while, it degenerates in some dogs. And it doesn't necessarily always have to be tall dogs. She told me it could be small dogs. But it's degenerated. And so what happens is he's trying to tell his back legs to move, and they can't move as much as they used to. But the harness allows him to walk. And I just walked him today, and he peed just fine. Everything was fine. But for some reason, yesterday morning, he was having issues. So he peed on the bed, and I was just about to leave for work. And so I go, and then my lovely lady friend throws the towel that he peed on, because we put a towel over his bed. And actually, here's a tip. If you don't want your dog to pee on his bed, put a shower curtain liner over the bed. And it moves enough that it doesn't really bug them. And you put the towel over top of that, and he's good to go. You've protected the bed. So he peed on that. So she threw the towel into the wash, and all the water stuff happened. And yes. So all these little hurdles in life, you just jump over them. Or do your best. But don't make it so, don't let them compound and get on top of you and get over you and get the better of you. That's where we run into issues. Look who else is here. Oh, Mike, this is Floyd the Floorman. And this is John Deere, the engineer. Really? There was a prostitute that was the mayor of Sausalito? Yes, that's what I heard today. Some interesting news that I got. So there you go. I hope that didn't offend you.
But if you get offended, that's the way the cookie crumbles. No.
Hey, that's the end of the show. I got nothing else. Maybe I do got a little bit of something else, but I know you got stuff to do, so we'll let you go. But thank you for listening to Mike's Daily Podcast. Check out the website, MikesDailyPodcast.com. See which one of the pictures I picked for the podcast picture today. You can call me at 336-MM-DAILY and give me your feedback on anything that we may have touched on today, on today's topics. You maybe want to expound upon it. That would be awesome. MikesDailyPodcast.com. Next show, it'll be the wonderful it'll be Benita, the Disgruntled Fiddle Player, and the Brewmaster.
Mike's Daily Podcast is written and produced and performed by Mike Matthews. His podcast is super easy to find. Download or listen to his show and read his blog at MikesDailyPodcast.com. Email Mike now at MikesDailyPodcast@gmail.com. See you tomorrow. Bye!